Today's cryptic crossword clue is wine finally dumped in backstreet for same-day delivery. And this is a clue where there are lots of different ways you could try and treat the wordplay, and we'll probably just have to play around until we get one that makes sense with the answer. And the wordplay looks like it's going on in the first half of the clue, I think. Wine finally dumped in backstreet. That kind of looks like some cryptic instructions going on there, and we'll just need to play around with this riddle until we get an answer that matches with same-day delivery. And the way that I would approach this, first of all, is wine finally just being the final letter of wine, and E, and then that we're told that that is dumped in backstreet. And so we've got to think about how can we put an E in backstreet to give us a 5-letter answer. Often backstreet can be one of those words that is its own wordplay indicator and fodder, back telling us to take the word street and turn it backwards. But that is just 6 letters on its own, T-E-E-R-T-S, and then we put another E in that, that's 7 letters. That's not going to work out for our 5-letter answer. Backstreet could also be the back letter of the word street. I've heard people try that, and I think that's legitimate even if it doesn't work. And it doesn't work here because you take the back letter of street and it's a T, and then we put E in T. You can't really put one letter in another letter. So that doesn't really work. Street can sometimes just be ST. That's a very common kind of abbreviation for street. And so maybe we take ST and we turn it backwards. It's TS and we put E in that. Tess doesn't really work. It's not 5 letters. It's also not a word as far as I know. So we're kind of playing around. One thing we haven't tried is instead of taking the final letter of wine and keeping it, we take the final letter of wine and dumped it. In fact, that's kind of what the clue says. Wine finally is dumped. And that means we keep W-I-N. And if we put that in street ST backwards, we get the word twins, which is kind of a same-day delivery.